Hi everyone, in this video we'll solve the main connection problems as well as the main account copying problems that may happen on Thor. So for this video I'm gonna be using the Phoenix 76. So this is the same account that we have used through this entire series of videos so far. And I'm going to assume that this account, so the 5, does not copy on the 67 PF. So, meaning that if I pass a trade on the account number 5, then it doesn't do anything besides, well, placing a trade on this account, and it doesn't copy at all on the follower. So, the first thing you want to do is you are in the same situation as I am, is to go to the left bar and to check the status of the server. So this status circle can have 3 colors, green like right now, orange or red. So green means no issue, as you see. Orange means that the server hasn't been connected for more than 10 minutes, which is kind of critical, meaning that the server here on our side is either down or we are running a maintenance or something like that. So if the color here is orange, what you have to do is to check on our Discord to see if there is any message to announce a maintenance, or to see if there is a message to announce that we are aware that the server is down or something like that. And if that's the case, well, you just have to wait for the end of this maintenance. And if that's not the case, you absolutely have to click on report a bug. It will open up this pop-up and you have to describe what happens. If you do not report this problem while there is no message on our Discord, then you will probably just make the situation last longer. Because if there is no message on our Discord, it probably means that we are not aware of the situation yet. So once that's done, one thing you have to know is that this little circle is actually refreshed every 10 minutes. So this, no issues, last seen 1 minute ago, means that the server has last pinged 1 minute ago. If this number is below 10 minutes, then it's fine, meaning that the server is operating just the same way as it should. But like I've said, it's only refreshed every 10 minutes. So you can have a problem in those 10 minutes. To check a bit further, you can go to disposition stage and check on this label right here. So here you have the sum up of the 2 closed trades, but you also have this label. Like I've said in the first videos where I explained the interface, this is not your local hour, it's the server hour. Meaning that when this label refreshes, it means that the server is actually sending its own hour to you. So if this label stays static for a long time, so more than, let's say, 10 seconds, then it probably means that the server is down. The only difference with this status report here is that there can actually be 2 reasons for why this label is static. First, like I've said, the server is down, so it doesn't work anymore. And the second is that there is no account connected to the instance, meaning that obviously Thor is not sending informations to someone who doesn't have any connected account, because it won't make any sense. So now that we know that, we have to check if our accounts are well connected. To do that, I'm gonna go to the user list and I'm gonna see a bit the status of this account. So as you can see, this account is stated as active, but in reality, the status is a simple dash. Why is that? It's because I didn't do anything with this account since the last time I've launched Thor. Like you probably know already, Thor is a cloud-based software, and so this whole interface, the client version, is only there to send orders to the server, see how it should behave, the copy configurations, etc., etc. Which means that if I close this app, it won't do anything to, well, disconnect or reconnect this account, but it will suppress the status of the account, which is only sent locally to the app itself. It's not kept on the server. So to check on the well-being of the connections, what you have to do is to go here and to go to save users. So the process turns green and the status refreshes to upload it to Thor, refreshing every 10 seconds. And from this, you can have two possibilities. You can have, like I have right now, an operation timed out, meaning that the server didn't fetch the correct, meaning that the server didn't return the expected status of connection. So in that case, it can be because of several factors, a large demand, for example. In this case, you will have to do two things. First, you will have to retry because maybe, just maybe, that it was just a temp server bug and that the demand was quite high when you did your request. So just in case, you save again, up, and you wait for the whole process to happen all over again. You wait, and then you see the status directly switch to connected, meaning that the connection was correctly actualized. So once you have did this, what you want to do is to, well, try again to make a trade, see if it works now that Thor has refreshed the connection status. Maybe it will work. If that doesn't work, then we are going to try another thing, which is to actually disconnect and reconnect the account. So right now we have just checked if the account was connected already to Thor, but maybe there was a problem when Thor actually connected to the account itself. Even if the connection was successful, maybe a bug has happened, in the syncing of the accounts, for example. So to do that, we will disable the account, click on save. So the user is now disabled, meaning that it's also disconnected from Thor. And we're going to make the account active again, wait for the save to end, and click on save again. And then we have all of this process of connection all over again. And we are going to see if it connects. So right now you see that the status is updated in live, meaning that Thor has found the correct account and it's also connecting to it. Connected. Meaning that there is absolutely no possibility of a connection problem if you did this procedure of reconnection and of connecting and reconnecting. It's absolutely impossible. And that's why right now you really want to try again if the account works. And if that doesn't work, then it's a problem on a per account basis. So on this interface, like I've said, I'm assuming that the account here doesn't work. First thing to do is to check if the account is activated or not. It may seem a bit dumb, but it's still useful. The next thing you want to check is the leverage. Here you see I have a 1.45 leverage. It may be a bit too precise to really be accurate for Thor. So I'd advise you to keep it to one decimal. So 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, etc., etc. So just do a leverage with one decimal. It may save you some trouble. But the main source of problem here will be the symbol mapping window. So here, I'm going to click on that, up, and you have this symbol mapping interface. The first thing you want to check is that your symbol is on this window. The thing is with symbol mapping is that it will not copy a symbol that is not in this window. Meaning that here you have the 6 main symbols, S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, Russell, crude oil, and gold, and their micro versions. If I want, for example, to trade the silver, then I just go to my account 5, try to place a trade on the silver, and it will not be copied on the follower. Why? Because there is no mention of the silver in this interface. So to do that, I'm just going to type the name, let's say silver. I have an auto-completion list that allows me to see exactly the symbol I'm looking for. I click on that, up, it auto-completed also the follower symbol. I click on add, and then I can now trade the silver. So I can click on save, and I also need to go there and click on save, and I will be able to trade the silver. But plot twist, I'm also not going to be able to trade the micro silver, because this symbol mapping takes into account the micro symbols as well. So I will need to trade the micro silver. Where is it? If I type silver again, I need to trade the micro silver too. So I need to click on that. If, for example, I trade the S&P 500 and I remove the line that corresponds to the micro version of the S&P 500, which is there, then the copy of the macro version of the S&P 500 will not work. So this symbol mapping interface is really extremely important, and it's super important that you check that both the usual symbol and the micro version of the symbol, if you are using cross trading, is correctly placed into this interface. I also precise that since this symbol mapping window is on the per account basis, okay, it's not on the per user basis, it's on a per account basis. You have to do it for each of your accounts. So to do that, I really advise you to define a proper symbol mapping, like a fully completed and functional one here, and to duplicate your accounts in this interface there, and it will also copy the mapping on the second account. So it's extremely important that you do that, and this sole button is responsible for more than half of all the problems, if you want, of Thor, because people just forget that this window exists and that it can cause issues. The next thing you want to do is to check also a kind of a dumb thing, but still, is to check that the accounts there are functional. So try to go to your trading platform and to actually place a limit order or something on both of the accounts, and see, for example, if there are problems accounts among those, that the challenge is not already busted. It can happen. Or that there is a limitation inherent to the timing, or because there is news or whatever. So you have to check on that. Once that's done, you have to check other configurations, maybe with other accounts if you own others. You can also check on the reverse side of the thing. Just really try to play around with the configuration software and see if there is a configuration that somehow works. When all of those steps are done, then sadly nothing is left apart of clicking on this report a bug button and to ping us on Discord to see how we can solve the issue. But for maybe more than 95% of all the errors, what I've told you in this video will work. So mainly reconnecting your account, checking the activation, the account right there, the configurations, the symbol mapping, and that's about it actually. So if you have done all of that and you still have problems, we have a really good and fast support for Thor. So don't hesitate to give it a try, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.